Can you quickly just read me the quote from Reilly Opelka?
I was being sarcastic. They should 100% get rid of doubles. It's for failed singles players. There's no such thing as a doubles specialist. They don't sell a single ticket. They take up practice courts, physio, resources. They don't turn a profit, and they complain that they don't make enough money. That's pretty greedy, if you ask me.
And that was not accidentally, he tagged Taylor Fritz in that?
Hey, tag Taylor Fritz.
Well, he tagged Taylor Fritz in a previous comment, and then somebody commented about it, and that was a sub-comment into it.
Okay. Listen, Reilly Opelka, love him or hate him, you rarely have to wonder what he's thinking, and he's certainly not scared to tell you what he's thinking. So regardless if you agree with the opinion, I kind of like characters like Reilly who will just say what they think. I disagree with him on some of the stuff he says, but you don't have to wonder what he's thinking. JW, I'm going to let you have first crack at this.
I agree. First of all, we talk about bland athletes and cliches, so we should probably give someone extra grace when they speak the truth. I think he said the quiet part out loud. This is a discussion it's been going on in tennis for decades. There is a lot of sort of disgruntlement among singles players. I don't think you want to eliminate doubles. You've got your solution to the 250s. You want to hear my solution to doubles? Stacey Allister sort of half went there and then didn't quite complete the pass, but we'll do that with her. You make these events back-end events. So the last few days of a tournament, the second week of a major. We need doubles. We need the sessions to be filled. We need these opportunities. What we don't need are double specialists. We don't need this culture of players that start out on the tour with no ambitions of making it as singles players. What do we need in doubles? We need familiarity. We need some names. We need some players who have earned their right. In 30 years ago, Todd Woodbridge was a very nice singles player.
Made the semis of slams. Mark Woodford made semis of slams. Park Hauhaus made semis of slams. And the list goes on, right? It used to mean that you were better at doubles than you were at singles. Now it means something different.
Exactly. And we need to address that because, we don't want to see people put out of work, but this business model doesn't work. If you have a product on the shelf that doesn't sell, pretty soon you start not giving it prime shelf space. I think what we need to do is figure out a way to keep doubles, reduce doubles, encourage top players to play. An obvious solution is just have it wrap around the last weekend where guys that lose in the first or second round can stick around and earn some money and stay and enter doubles draws. Same thing at Look, we don't need the sessions the first week of majors. The first week of majors are chaos. We need doubles to fill sessions when it's that Thursday and we have a short singles match. So Reilly Opelka is saying get rid of doubles entirely. I don't think that. I don't think Reilly Opelka is necessarily the best messenger for this. I don't think getting rid of doubles entirely is advisable, but I do think he's tapped into something that there's some valid points there, and something's got to change. And I don't know if you saw Rohan Bopanna, a number of doubles players responded. But they didn't really respond by making a business case.
No.
They responded with these very poignant stories, which were feelings, exactly. They were, it was hard emotionally to take issue with what they're saying, but if we're looking at this rationally and we're trying to justify doubles economically, I don't think that really moved it much. So I don't think, there's an in-between here. They're what's the cliche? They're numbers between 0 and 100. I don't think we need to nuke doubles entirely, but the current system doesn't work. There's an obvious solution here that will incentivize singles players to enter doubles. It will get rid of this double specialist track, which I think does no one any good.
I'm going to ask some questions. How much prize money per week is generated? Do doubles players get? Out of a weekly pie of 100% of the prize money in any given tour event, how much do the doubles players get?
I've been told it's around 20%.
Okay. We don't have the official numbers on this, so we could be wrong. I would love to see them. I doubt we will. What percentage of revenue on a week-to-week basis does doubles bring in? Your best guess.
You want the devil's advocate? No, but you want the devil's advocate?
No, I want you to answer my question.
No, it can't. I mean, insofar as it's quantifiable, it's got to be negligible. I mean, you've seen the crowds.
Like 1%?
It's very hard. I don't know how we determine that, but how many fans say, yes, I'm going to go buy a ticket to this event, or I'm going to go watch. I mean, look, TV TV's driven by ratings. How often do you see doubles on TV? That's not because there's this amazing opportunity that TV's bypassing. It's because they have data that says this isn't what fans want. 5%, let's say.
5%. Okay. That's okay. Great. So the 5% is like we're making a case for 5%, and that feels high. They're getting 20% weekly. So if we're going to have a conversation about fairness, which I see in a lot of the posts from people defending doubles, then let's have a conversation about it using facts, not feelings. Okay. Secondly, is there a product on earth, guys? Okay. And everyone in the room, is there a product on earth that has been widely available for 50 years? It could be any consumer product, widely available for 50 years. People know what it is. So it's not about like user education. It's not about like anything else. It's just people don't use it. And then if you were the CEO of a company and someone came in and said, well, people know what it is. The data is telling us people are choosing not to see it, view it, use it. But that's because we're not promoting this 50-year-old product in the correct ways, even though everyone knows what it is. Name your product. Go ahead, producer Mike.
I really can't.
Techie Sean? Negative. JW?
Facebook glasses? No.
Those are 10 seconds
You're
old.
right. And it's a really good point, because this isn't some new product that you're not marketing properly.
Everyone knows what it is. Everyone knows what doubles is.
Yeah.
So it's not as if we're promoting, it's not user education, which I've had to learn about and do in other business ventures. It's not as if you just have to teach people what it is, which has a cost also. Everyone knows what it is. And most of tennis fandom chooses not to watch it consistently or at all. So I'm not going to levy in that. I've asked questions before even getting to opinions, and it just makes for a really tough argument. I like Rohan Bopanna. I really do. I think he's a really nice guy. I admire what he's done. He's an inspirational story for the best of his career and life has come, at 43 years old. But he used the test case because of my ability to play doubles and because I've helped charities. Someone else may have done that too. Like it's not based in like maybe there was another singles player who would have done more. I don't know what it is, but I don't know that because you are a good person and have helped other people, it makes the use case for a disparity of 20% allocation for, I would guess, maximum 5% output. The delta of 15%, I don't know if it's paid off by goodwill or tradition. That's the other thing. It's like, well, this is tradition. I'm like, well, listen, people used to work at Blockbuster.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's not as if I don't feel bad. I like some of my best friends in the world, like, honestly, but the arguments have to be based in like a fact or a new idea. You can't just use vague terms like, well, we're not promoted. It's an old product that everyone knows about that nobody watches. Those are the now if there's an innovative thing like the mixed doubles, I don't know if it'll work. I suspect it will, but it's something different to try as opposed to just letting something bleed out.
Yeah, that's the answer. I mean, we ought to have the capacity for creative solutions. A former player put it to me like this the other day, and I liked it. He said, I don't want Rohan Bopanna to be out of a job. I want the next Rohan Bopanna to be out of the job. We need to stop this pathway of players joining the tour with no ambitions of playing singles. But I think there are creative solutions here. I like playing doubles the latter half of matches, the latter half of tournaments. We can keep discussing that later.
Solution, the problems are easy, solutions are tougher. I think we should start talking about solutions. On the other side, someone who has solved the problem of maybe not making it to the highest levels of professional tennis by fucking becoming a host of The Daily Show. Michael Costa on the other side is going to tell us about his new book, Lucky Loser, that's out March 10th. Is that right?
11th.
March 11th. I was close. March 11th on the other side. I think this is a fascinating story. Someone who can tell you about the grind of trying to make it in professional tennis, but also, how to make people laugh. Michael Costa on the other side.